welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and today I am bringing you another episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge. And if you are not part of the Raven family, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that does notify you when new things go live on the channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So as you can see, we are here on the family tree, and I did just want to go ahead and go through this with you. So this is Cora and Frederick, and we are going to be going through their family tree and just showing you how big the family has gotten. So we are going to go ahead and start with Helen. She has recently changed her name to Patton. So this is Helen Patton, and she is in a relationship and has herself a baby now. Then we have our lovely McQueen family, and then we have our Snyder family, and of course we know that Veronica now is in a relationship and having a baby. And then we have our Ishida family, and then we have our Hensley family, and they are expecting another baby. And then we have our family, and we've just recently had a child, as you would know from the last episode. And then all of our siblings that have all entered into their teenhood. And we are going to be going over the families and showing you them in the actual game. So as you can see, we have some kids that have moved out. So first and foremost, we will be going through these families, but the older boys, so the Finnegan McQueen, he has moved out on his own. So he no longer is living with his parents. So we are going to be going through him, like into his house, and giving his house that he just purchased and decorating it. And on top of that, Mr. Judd Ishida has also purchased his own place. He moved into the old army quarters. It was already furnished, so we didn't have to give it a facelift. He just moved into those living quarters there on the army quarters camp. And then our twins, Emery and Franklin, they moved out on their own as well, and they are living in the duplexes, so they will be getting their own quarters. So we are here decorating the first house, and this is at 1916 Hillside Drive, and this house is for Finnegan, and he is living in Strangerville. And as you can see, we are just going ahead and decorating his house here and giving his house all of the furniture that it needs for him to live in his home. I did want it to feel very homey for him. I went ahead and made his house up for him and got everything in there that he would need to go ahead, and if he decided to get married and have a family, he would have everything he needed for a family. So it does have, as we know, when we first built it, I did build it with the like I try to build every house with at least 2 bedrooms, so that they would have a master and then a nursery if they wanted a nursery. So I did go ahead and put in all of the living furnishings for him. So as you can see, we are just currently now working on the living space, and I am just putting in some living furniture here and trying to make it seem really homey for him. He doesn't have, you know, a particular, I guess, style, but I did want to stick with the kind of 1920s vibe, so I am trying to do that to the best of my ability here. And then I am going to go ahead and move on to the next room of the house here. Here is the little dining area. It doesn't really need a whole lot, so I just gave it a rug. The kitchen was already done, so I'm just going to pop in a trash can because that was forgotten. And then we will move on. The bathroom also already done. I am going to go ahead and do a like his bedroom. So we will go ahead and do the master bedroom here. And I did just want to kind of do it in a neutral tone. I don't want to do anything kind of crazy, just because, again, he doesn't have necessarily a style per se, but I wanted to keep it kind of neutral for him because the house itself has kind of neutral tones throughout, and I wanted that to kind of continue on throughout the house. It does have a very like country-esque feel to it, so I wanted to keep that throughout the bedroom space. So I'll just put a little mirror here in the corner, and then that should be good. That way if he wants to change his outfits or anything like that, he'll have a little mirror that he can use here in the corner. I think I was looking through trying to find some dressers that might be small enough, but there weren't going to be any that were small enough. And then I was like, well, maybe we can put him like a little plant in here. All right, and then the next room here will be a nursery if he goes ahead and gets married and has a little babalaroo. But then I was like, well, maybe I'll just leave that, and they can decorate that later when they have their own child. So I've left that blank for now. And then I went ahead and put a tool working and a flower arranging table out here in the front so that they can do some little flower arranging, and also some woodworking so that they can have some skill building items. And that is Finnegan's house completed. And then we are going to go ahead and move on to our twins' house and decorate their duplexes. Now that we have made it here to the duplexes, we are just going to go ahead and put in some living seats and a dining table, as you can see, so that they will have a little place so they can sit, and put a little coffee table in and maybe a rug so that they'll have just a little homey place that they can sit down and have a place to sit and have a little place where they can eat. And then they already have their kitchen and their bathroom, and then we'll just give them their bed area. Obviously the twins won't have place for, it is just a 1-bedroom duplex, but as they meet someone and marry and things of that nature, they could always move out into a bigger home, and then one of the other children could move into this duplex. If they wanted to do so, they could do that, because we could always move them out so that they could have a family home as they marry and have kids. So for now, the twins are just living here in duplexes, and as they marry, we'll move them out and move someone else in. But the twins did want to have a place of their own, so they opted to move out together in this duplex. So one of them will live on one side and the other will live on the other. So they're still together, but they're apart, if that makes sense. So Emery will live on one side, Franklin will live on the other, and so they're still together, the twins. They're just kind of have their own space where they can have a little bit of their own freedom. And I absolutely love this bedroom so much. I'm not sure who's going to live in which side, but I love this bedroom. And then the other side obviously will be exactly the same. I did do the bedroom a little bit different. And I tried to do the decorating a little, I did try to make it look a little bit different. I don't want everything to be exactly the same as far as the decorations themselves go. So this bedroom doesn't look the same as the other. The furniture is different, but the layout is exactly the same. And so I am going to go ahead and leave this here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when another episode goes live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.